Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And tonight's Raw was all about going on the road to crown a new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. They got a 16-man tournament all set up, and we had some of the first round matches tonight, so we're going to take a fucking look at this. And, this Raw, it was all right. It was decent. It wasn't the greatest of all time, but there was some good shit. And there was some shitty-ass shit as well, motherfuckers. He started off with Triple H. And he had the belt right there, like on a piece of felt. And, he was talking about the tournament. He told Roman Reigns to come out. He wanted to talk to him. Reigns comes out. And Triple H basically tells him if he joins up with him, if he becomes his man, sound a little gay, whatever, if he became his man, he would just give him the championship right there on the spot. Now, I couldn't help but think that it's a good idea to do the tournament anyway, but think of the heel heat that Roman Reigns could get just by getting the world title. I'm not saying that that's what they should do, but if they did do it, it would be like a real big heel tactic, and people would hate Reigns for a long time, and they would probably say a lot of the same stuff they say about Roman Reigns, they would about Triple H. And it really made me think back to when Eric Bischoff handed the world title over to Triple H. And it was kind of the same thing. A lot of people say that Triple H didn't do anything to earn that belt. But it was kind of like how Reigns won the number one contenders match. That's kind of why they were offering it to him too. It was the same thing. Triple H had pinned the Undertaker on the previous Raw. The one right before he got the belt, he actually beat the Undertaker in a number one contenders match. Then they had Brock Lesnar move to SmackDown. This was during the brand extension, brand split storyline where Raw and SmackDown were separate. So I couldn't help but feel that they were kind of trying to, do a little bit of a retrospective there of sorts. Roman Reigns, talked in this. It was like 15, 16, 17 minutes long about. And the whole part of this promo that Roman Reigns had to do with what he had to do as far as acting went is he was supposed to make like he was going to join with Triple H. And you could tell that that was the intended plan. Because you could tell by the words that Roman Reigns was using here. He was going a little bit something like this. I'm usually about my morals and stuff. And you were supposed to believe for a split second that he was going to join with Triple H. But based on his poor acting, and the fact that he couldn't make like he was going to do it, that ruined the whole segment. I'm telling you fucking guys, Roman Reigns can't act. He's not ready for the big time. If he couldn't even get through this small segment where all the motherfucker had to do was act like he was going to join up with Triple H, and he couldn't do that. It looked from the minute he opened his mouth that he was just going to be the same old Roman Reigns. Doesn't matter if he had acting lessons. Doesn't matter, if you claim he improved. He hasn't improved. What do you people have to do to see it? He's the same guy. He sucks. He can't act. He couldn't get through this promo without fucking botching the shit out of it. And no, it's not that he botched words, but he botched it in the sense that he didn't get the intended emotion or feeling out of this promo that was supposed to happen. The goal of the promo was completely failed. And I had so many problems with this. Because then Triple H says, okay, now you're going to face the Big Show. So now the Big Show returns, something that nobody even wants to fucking see. And this is your first round match. And Michael fucking bitch ass Cole, the one who's supposed to be supporting the baby faces, and the one who took over for JR. Oh yeah, he took over for JR. He's supposed to be putting wrestlers over. So Roman Reigns just did a big baby face thing right here, cementing his legacy as the fucking baby face. He won't, he won't bend his morals. He won't compromise himself and join Triple H. We get that. So reinforce the babyface character, Cole. Oh, he made his bed, now he has to lie in it. He's got to deal with the consequences. Are you fucking retarded, Michael Cole? You're the face announcer. You're the face announcer. You're supposed to say, oh, Roman Reigns, he's a respectable human being standing up to Triple H like that. You're not supposed to put him down, you stupid, dumb fuck. Can we get some fucking goddamn decent commentary? For fuck's sakes, can we get some decent fucking commentary? I mean, why? Why say that? Why ruin? I mean, they already ruined the fucking promo thanks to Roman Reigns, but you could at least try to salvage the fucking wreckage and at least try to still put Roman Reigns, or try to put Roman Reigns over as a fucking top babyface. But you're not gonna do that, Michael fucking Cole, because you're too fucking stupid and you don't know how to get wrestlers over. You've been there since 1997! And I think you've been on commentary since 1998. You might have done a few shows in 1997, but whatever. You've been there since the 90s. And you still don't know how to get wrestlers over? This is the voice of the WWE? This is the fucking village idiot of the fucking WWE. Hey, John! Fuck! Dumbass! Big Show and Roman Reigns. Not a bad match, not a good match, but a match I've seen 1,000 fucking times before. Roman Reigns is improved. Superman punch, drive-by kick, spear to end the match. What big improvement. Kevin Owens defeated Titus O'Neil. I can't help but feel that this was just a cheap-ass fucking pick. Titus O'Neil is part of a fucking tag team. Darren Young ain't even injured or shit like that. The team's still together. They're still active. And they just throw Titus out there. Now, I know that I was a proponent for Titus O'Neil, and I said that, the guy's got talent and all that, and I still stand by that. Guy's still got talent. But throwing him in here without any rhyme or reason is just filler. This is a prestigious world title tournament. Throwing random guys in here is not a good look. It's, it's not making this tournament look like it's, it's official and that it's majestic and it's very prestigious and shit. You're not giving off that effect with Titus O'Neil in there, a tag team wrestler. Kevin Owens beat him in about 3 minutes. Becky Lynch defeated Paige. What a shit-ass fucking match. If anybody wants to, know why exactly the Divas revolution is not over and it never will be over at this rate, and why it's not even a quarter as good as NXT, just take a look at this match. How many fucking clotheslines did they do in it? Clotheslines and little fucking kicks that were really unimpressive. Becky rolls her up and gets the win. You're not going to get anybody to fucking give a shit. But I'm going to say right now, Becky Lynch is a hot fucking bitch. Gotta say that right fucking now. A lot of people are really into Paige. Okay, but Becky Lynch is a fucking hot fucking chick. Whew. Ziggler defeated Miz. Once again, I fail to see the point. The match was bland. It was not really eventful. And, I understand the Miz is a former World Heavyweight Champion, but, when you've been shit on the whole year and they throw you into a world title tournament, it doesn't make sense. It looks like Miz really doesn't deserve to be there. But, anyway, Michael Cole at least mentioned he's a former world champion, so I guess that helps. But Del Rio and Zeb Coulter came out onto the entrance ramp and cut a promo, and this was a very awkward promo, especially when Del Rio got on the mic. Zeb was fine, but I can't help but feel that Zeb is not really into these promos the way he was when he was with Swagger. He kind of looks almost uncomfortable saying the shit that he's saying. It was just kind of going off the rails in a way, talking about, how people didn't want to deal with the UK crowd and shit. And, it just, them coming out there and then cutting the promo and no match afterwards was fucking awkward as shit. The promo wasn't good, and there's nothing to follow that up with, this Mex America gimmick is, you could even call it that, is not doing anything for Del Rio. It's not reinventing him. I don't see the point. They said they were going to rename the belt the Mex American Championship, and they seem like they're not even going to do that. It was an idea, and I guess they scrapped it, even though they officially announced it on TV. Guess they weren't going to go through with it. This was just pretty awkward. Natalya defeated Naomi. Natalya was being fucking annoying. Let's go, Sasha. Let's go, Sasha. Why is she cheering for the heel? I understand maybe she's trying to mock her or something, but she's taking her eyes off her opponent doing this shit. It was really stupid. Natalya beat Naomi. I don't get this. All of a sudden, Natalya is a fucking loser, and she's turning into a winner out of fucking nowhere. But they're not really doing anything with her. Sasha Banks, starts beating her up after the match. They put the glasses on Natalya, which was a bit funny. But where are they going here? They have two Divas matches each and every Raw, and most of the time both of them end up fucking sucking cock, and this was no fucking different. You're not going to get anybody to care about the Raw Divas division, the fucking Divas Revolution, just by having two matches on each show. That means that it's doubled the fucking groanage that people are just going to go, fuck. They're going to take a fucking bathroom break. They're not going to give a shit just because, you put two matches out there and say it's a revolution. Cesaro defeated Sheamus. This was a pretty good fucking match. No complaints here. Cesaro won with some kind of cradle, but it was a good match. This is exactly what I expect out of this tournament. I want to see good matches like this. And now that they've eliminated some of the jobbers like Miz, and we don't have to deal with Big Show and shit, now we're going to get some fucking good matches. Probably out of this tournament. This was pretty good. Sheamus once again losing. He's Money in the Bank, but they don't give a fuck. They're gonna just take the belt. They're just gonna give him the belt eventually, and it makes no sense. Ziggler losing a bunch of times. Rollins losing a bunch of times. The Money in the Bank is not as great as it used to be. Remember when Edge had the Money in the Bank? The guy barely lost. They kept him strong. So when he did eventually win the belt, it made sense. But they're not worried about making sense anymore. They're just, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. anyway, you had Ambrose defeating Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze losing his first match on the main roster is not exactly the best move to build this guy up, but at least he got in a lot of offense. They made him look vicious. And yes, I know that they've had a lot of these fucking, prissy characters, but at least Breeze is a bit more vicious than Fandango or anybody else. And, I kind of like Breeze's gimmick. I've explained this before, because it's all about him taking selfies and being self-centered. And, it's kind of relevant to the world today. But, I understand that people want more badasses. But there's just nobody who's believable as a badass. And I don't think Tyler Breeze could pull off the badass routine, but, Breeze is a good wrestler. And this was a decent match. It was decent enough. And, the small package, Dean Ambrose won with a small package. So it's not like he hit his finisher and pinned him. At least it's like the small package is the easy way out of winning. They kind of make it out to be in wrestling. So, then you had New Day defeating Neville and the Usos. And, I don't... this was a pretty good match. I enjoyed it for what it was. And, I'm all for keeping New Day strong. But, Neville is the one who's got the, the fucking tournament match on SmackDown. So having him lose right before the tournament match... Is that a good idea? And not only that, but he's the one who got pinned in the match. They could have pinned one of the Usos, and no one would have gave a fuck. But Neville's getting pinned in the ring. It was the same thing like Paige losing to Becky. Paige has got a title match at fucking Survivor Series. Don't you think they should keep her strong? If Becky's not going to be in the match, why is she winning? Why are they booking this match? They should be booking these wrestlers to look strong before big matches. That's how you book wrestling shows. You make your top wrestlers look strong before their big matches. Once in a while you can throw in a curve ball, but for God fucking sakes, they don't throw us any curve balls. It's, even Stevens booking. Win one week, lose the next. I mean, why does it have to be like that? Each week has to have the same rhythm. Mix it up a bit. Have a guy be on a winning streak, for God fucking sakes. Do what you do with Cena and just apply it, but don't go so overboard. Have people win. Not everybody has to lose, win, lose, win, lose, win. What kind of a fucking retard-ass pattern is that? Then I guess you can consider that your main event, which was a fucking weird-ass choice. But they had the Wyatt eulogy. Bray Wyatt came out, and he starts, giving a eulogy for Undertaker and Kane. But Undertaker and Kane come out, and they're about to kick Wyatt's ass. The lights go out, and all the Wyatts appeared on the ring apron. That was a pretty fucking good image right there. That's a classic photo there to look back on. I was wondering, I was like, why is Wyatt so retarded not to have his guys with him in the ring? And I think every time that Bray cuts a promo, they should have them behind him for added effect. Just the image alone. But this was good how they did it. Undertaker and Kane just killed the whole fucking Wyatt family. And I guess, some people were complaining that they kicked the Wyatts' ass too much, but, the Wyatts did kick the asses of Undertaker and Kane, to be fair, so. But it was a good moment, and, if they're gonna have Kane there for the fucking zillionth time, you might as well have him part of the Brothers of Destruction. But I am pleading with these people. I am fucking giving a plea out to the WWE. At Survivor Series, let that be fucking Kane's last match, for God's sakes. Just end it right there. And for God fucking sakes, put the Wyatts over. Put the Wyatts over at Survivor Series. Don't do something retarded like have the Brothers of Destruction win. These guys don't need to be winning anything. Have them wrestle a good match and lose to the Wyatts. Because these are the new guys and they're supposed to look strong. So for God's sakes, make somebody look strong in this fucking thing. You gotta build up heels. You don't have Rollins. You don't have anybody else. You have a lot to lose. Usually the expression is you got nothing to lose. You guys got plenty to lose. So fucking have them lose at Survivor Series. Put the Wyatts over for God fucking sakes. So for the most part, I enjoyed this show. As I said, there was a couple of things that pissed me off, but what Raw doesn't piss me off. This one just pissed me off a whole lot less. You know, you had a couple of good matches. Even if not all the tournament matches were great, it was still, you know, the spectacle of seeing a world title tournament. It's historic, it's fun, and, you know, it's kind of unpredictable. You know, I kind of still think that they're going to give the win to Roman Reigns. Maybe not. Maybe they could do something cool like have Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns meeting in the finals. Maybe Dean Ambrose could win. He could be a top heel. It could be kind of exciting or cool or original or something like that. Turning on Roman Reigns, he cheats at the end. You know, it could be pretty fucking awesome. Oh, there you go, motherfuckers. Couple ideas. That's what I thought. It was alright. Decent episode of Raw. You know, hope Roman Reigns doesn't get the belt just yet. As you can see, the guy is not ready. He's not fucking ready to be world champion. He's not even ready to be in the WWE, for God fucking sakes. And I know people are going, you know, but fuck off that shit. Look at the fucking opening promo if you need proof that Reigns is not ready. Alright, motherfuckers.